Oh my gosh, somebody say something before we just be sitting here in silence. Oh my gosh, Kenya. Oh my gosh. Yes. I have to tell you guys about like, oh my gosh, hi Paige. I did not think anybody was gonna join, and I was like, this is gonna be so awkward. But yeah. Um I can give you guys a little haul. So I got the third book in Dune. I'm mad as heck because this is not the copy I wanted. This is the mass market paperback. This is the copy that I wanted to get, the size, and then this is the size that I got. Like, what the hell is this, man? What am I gonna do with this? So now I'm gonna have to look for the paperbacks for these. Yes, I'm currently reading Her Soul to Take by Harley Lorax. I read Dare by her earlier this month and I loved it. So this one is like a good Halloween. I said I wasn't gonna read any more romances, but it's paranormal romance. So I found a loophole. And then I also got Summer Suns, just because I heard this was like gothic and maybe dark academia. I don't know. But I'm ready to check it out. I didn't expect this to be so tiny, so I might get to this for a vampathon. Or tomorrow, who knows. And then I got Vampire Blood Candle. This is my favorite candle. I have another one that's more of a smaller. It's this size. This is not the candle, but it. I bought a bunch of these like last year. So I got pumpkin spice latte, vampire's blood, and like apple cinnamon or something like that. But I saw this candle and I was like, this is so pretty. I literally bought it because it's pretty. What's wrong with me? So yeah, I'm also reading Dune. I'm reading the second book in Dune. And I was supposed to read The Hobbit today, but I just never got to it. So what are you guys gonna be reading during the sprints? I don't know how many I'll do or how late I'll stay on. The scent? The hell if I know. To be honest, I don't even make with natural essential oils. I don't even be buying candles for the scent. I buy candles for the aesthetic. Oh, update on the boyfriend escapades. Y'all should be proud of me, but right now I'm not even really looking for a boyfriend. But some tea for y'all. Oh my gosh, hi Gab. You should be very proud we're doing more sprints tonight because I know how much you was begging for them last time. So I'm glad you made it. Okay, boyfriend escapade tea. So there's this guy at work. He's Arabic and he's really cute. He's really nice, really sweet. We have really good banter. And I just never really thought about him like in a romantic way because I like tall guys. It's not that he's like short, he's just not, super tall. And I just never really thought of him in that way. And then I had this dream. And I suddenly woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, I have a crush on him. So I told my coworker bestie, and like all three of us are friends. So I told my coworker bestie, and then she went to go ask him if he had a girlfriend. And he does sadly have a girlfriend. So back to the drawing board. But other than that, I really haven't been. I get on Tinder, but I don't really feel like I just feel like empty inside. So I end up getting off. So I guess right now I'm not really. I guess I'm just cutting out look like waiting for a boyfriend in my life. Like I wanted to wait for a boyfriend before I moved out. Not only because I don't want to live alone, but I've even cut that out of like my life. And it's like, okay, whatever. Red Rising. How are you liking it? Because hi, right back to the drawing board. Because, but I mean, right now, I mean, I'm always fine with being alone. I guess for me, it's just always like people were always like, oh, like if you want a boyfriend, you need to have confidence. If you want a boyfriend, you need to. If you want a significant other, you need to have confidence. You need to be good with yourself. You need to love yourself. If you want a significant other, you have to be good with being alone. And it's like I'm all of those things. Like I'm fine with being alone. I'm fine with like I'm a very confident girl. So it's like dang, why don't I still have a boyfriend? So now it's just like I really don't care. Especially a few weeks ago, this is my journal. It was cute when I first bought it, but now I'm kind of like, girl, why the hell did you buy this? Tinder, I'm not even talking to this guy on Tinder. Like I matched with him and I gave him my Snapchat and he's just annoying me now. Like I just get annoyed with men. But I wrote this list out a few weeks ago. First of all, this is so long. This is a 3-page list of everything I want in a man or in like my future like soulmate. And ever since I wrote that list down, I literally have stopped caring about men because I feel like unless I see that guy, and even if I see him, I still need to know his personality. So unless I actually see that person, it's just not gonna happen. Everyone says that, but the thing is, even right now, I'm always looking, girl. Like a guy could look at me, and I could be like, he's cute. He could be my boyfriend. It literally happened to me today. I started helping this guy out because I thought he was cute, and I was like, I wonder if he would be my boyfriend. It's pathetic. I'm fucking this macaroni and cheese up. That's very true. And it's like, I know I'd be like looking for a boyfriend, but men are so desperate. Men are so desperate. It's pathetic. Y'all, also, I finished Dune, the book and the movie. First of all, I'm gonna give y'all a sneak little. Who read Dune? If you read Dune, let me know. I'm gonna give y'all a sneak little peek of my wrap up. I was gonna do a book review, but I just didn't have enough time to film it. And I was supposed to be filming a video I was supposed to upload a video Monday, but I just can't. So I'm probably gonna film it Monday and upload it Tuesday. But the Tuesday video is a different video, so I'm just not gonna upload like my review. So I'm just gonna give you guys my review. So I have to burp so bad. I'm gonna let that come first. Okay, hold on. Y'all don't need to hear this. Okay. After reading the book, okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all what the book is about because I think if you're interested in Dune, knowing what the book is about before you go into it is such a like help. It's so helpful. So basically, Dune is about this world, and it's called Arrakis, and it's set thousands and thousands of years in the future. There's been wars, and men have decided that like technology is actually really bad for them, so they don't use technology at all, which I found really interesting because usually in sci-fi, if it's set in the future, um it's set heavily on like technology and stuff like that. But I really liked it because I really just I like sci-fi, and I like sci-fi written like Blade Runner, the first one. It was written in the 80s, and it had like all these expectations of what they thought that technology will look like in the future. And I just think that's really interesting, like what people think, or even now, if we were to make a movie right now, like The Fifth Element is one of my favorite movies because it's an old movie based on what they thought technology would be like. It's just one of my favorite things. I don't know why. But yeah, so there's no technology in this world, and each everyone is put into houses. So the houses thing is where like Game of Thrones got the houses idea from Dune. So everyone is put into houses, and so we follow the family uh something. It starts with the A. It was confusing because they're on this planet called Arrakis that starts with an A, but their last name also started with an A. So it wasn't confusing, but I just can't remember what their last name is. But whatever, it's called House something. And basically, the dad, he's a duke. His name is in my head I always call him Big Daddy Duke Leto because I love the dad in the book. He was one of my favorite characters. And then in the movie, I just loved him. And so Atreides, yes, that was her last name, House Atreides. So then there's the mom, Jessica, who is a Bene Gesserit, which is basically like this supernatural being. Technically, it's a witch. And so the beginning of the book starts off with Paul taking this test, and basically there is this. The Bene Gesserit are there to make this man who basically is like the most powerful man, and I cannot pronounce what it is, so I'm not even gonna try it. But essentially, they're all supposed to make girls, and Jessica ends up making Paul, who's a guy, and he ends up being the prophecy. So we're following him like being a prophecy, and we're following him living on Dune. And there's also this thing called spice, which is a substance that's basically like the planet itself, but it's really hard to find, and it gives them like good money. So it deals with a lot of betrayal. So if you like betrayal, I think you'll like the book. Like a lot of complaints this book had is that it showed you it told you and didn't show you, but I didn't have a problem with that. I really love like the betrayal, and this book focuses heavy on like philosophy, or like why people think the way they think, and just stuff like that. And I really really liked the philosophy aspect of the book. I thought it was really cool. And then the movie was just so perfect because it fixed a lot of things that I didn't like in the book. Like I didn't like how mean Paul was to his mom. But then again, like after seeing the movie, you could just see that Paul felt the way he felt about his mom because his mom made him this thing that he never wanted to be. And it's like you kind of see that he has this resentment towards his mom, so it kind of makes sense. And it was just really good. Like I'm literally obsessed. I'm literally obsessed. Like I am reading book 2. The audiobook, I highly suggest the audiobook and follow along. The audiobook is full cast, has music, has like sounds and everything. Like such a good audiobook. It was just so freaking good. Like, and I'm so glad I liked it. So now I can like read the rest of the books in the series. And personally, I never read the second book. Oh my gosh. It's Levi. Oh my gosh. But yeah, when I first read Sex and Cross, I didn't get the hype either. Never read the second book. Not to mention I was spoiled. A huge spoiler for the second book. So I really said fuck y'all. Kenya. Girl. Oh yeah, I already know the second book is not gonna be good. Everyone says to read it as though it's like an epilogue to the first book. I'm so glad that you told me what this was because I was like, what the hell is that? Honestly, I'm kind of glad that I literally read Dune. I finished Dune, the book, the exact like day the movie came out. Like I finished it that morning before work. Um, got my snacks at work and watched it when I got home. Oh my gosh, hi. It's so many people joining that I just didn't think there would be so many people. We probably will do a sprint in like 5 minutes. I don't know if it's because it's a Saturday. Like, what are y'all doing here? I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This was my second movie I've ever seen this man in. I'd be like, yeah, Timothy's my man. Timothy's my man. Don't get me wrong, he's still my man. Because I've only watched 2 of his movies. So that way when Levi hooks us up, I can be like, I don't know who you are. Like, who are you? Like, what movies have you been in? But I also can't claim Dune is my favorite movie. Damn, I kind of fucked up my whole plan. We'll circle back to that. But I love sci-fi. I'm actually gonna do a sci-fi book recommendations video in the future, maybe next month, depending on like all the videos I have planned. Because I had a lot of videos planned for this month, and I end up changing them like throughout the month. So if things go as planned, I should hopefully have one this month or maybe December. I'm telling y'all, Levi is gonna set me up. Okay. I have not seen that movie. I've only seen, what is it called? Like it's like a Summer Night's Dream or something like that. It's like a the title is a play on a Shakespeare play. It's an A24 movie. Or A24, my bad. It's an A24 movie. Hi. I did not think so. What are y'all doing up right now? Like, I'm just eating my dinner before I get into this book because y'all, this book, I got the recommendation from Jessica from Peace Love Books. She just did a live stream where she had a bunch of romance readers come on and like recommend romance books and just talk about romance and stuff like that. And I really like that, and I actually kind of want to do that idea, but I want to do that idea, but with all genres. So like I would have some people on for an hour to talk about romance. Then I'll have people come in and talk about sci-fi. Then I'll have people come in and talk about fantasy. Then I'll have thrillers. You know, you get the gist. You get, you know what I'm talking about. So whew. I just realized there's so much I don't know about you, Levi. Japanese? What the hell? That explains why you're so good at like making like Asian foods. Cause I always see it on your story, and I'm like, I want to eat this. I didn't watch the full live. I only watched the first hour. I did not go to bed until 7 a.m. today. I don't know what the hell I was doing, but I literally I was watching it live at like 6 a.m. and I was like, you have to go to bed. So I finally, went to bed at like 7, but I watched like a good hour. So I watched the first round of people. And I got some really good recommendations from there. Some really good ones. And I knew I shouldn't have watched it because I'm on a romance ban. So what am I doing? But here we are. I'm about to read some paranormal romances. Has anybody read this book? Because I am gonna read it. I'm thinking of putting it in my I'm thinking of putting it in my my Vampathon TBR because I'm gonna finish those books in like 3 fucking days. I have like 7 books and I can read them in 3 days. Like, recommend me some romance suspense books. When I tell you my brain could not comprehend this sentence, I don't know why. Oh, it's one of them. It's one of them fucking covers. My fingerprints are already on the cover, dude. My greasy ass fingers. Oh, I did not know that this was a trans horror. I just heard it was queer. Oh my gosh, this will be my first, well, at least I think my first trans horror. That's cool. Okay, yeah. I actually want to read this because, aw, the dedication was about to make me sad. First of all, Kenya, why the hell are you still reading Hawthorne Legacy? Come on now. You've been reading Hawthorne Legacy for 3 fucking live streams. But anyways, I wanted to read this because I heard I watched Lala's video about the book that they are releasing next year. I was like, oh, this shit sounds good. So I was like, oh, well, they just had a new release, so I might as well read that too. So, I'm so okay. Yeah, I'm reading this for Vampire. Shit, I might pick this up tomorrow. I'm saying it's like I'm not trying to read The Hobbit and Doom Messiah tomorrow. Sean, these are not hidden. I literally announced it on my. It was just impromptu, and we're gonna start at like 12. We'll do sprints at 12. I said 11:50, but no. I always read romance. Like I don't even know why I'm on a romance ban because it's not even realistic. Like I literally need romance to cleanse my palette, like my reading palette. Like I just read a whole bunch of sci-fi books, and so I was gonna read Dune, but then I like read A Flesh and Fire, and I knew that if I didn't read A Flesh and Fire, I would not have liked Dune as much as I did. Like I know I was actually gonna is it who I think? Oh my gosh, hold on. Is it who I think it is? Alex? The Alex who has not been in my live streams and forever? Wow. But yeah, I love House at the Bottom of the Lake. The author, Josh Malerman, is releasing a book. His book for this year did not sound that interesting. I'm sorry. But his book for next year sounds freaking good. It's called Daphne. Yeah, you should. It's really quick. I think we're planning on doing some sprints. I don't know if we will, but I'll probably host some like impromptu well they want to do live streams, but I think I'll probably host some impromptu sprints or something like that. Cause I'm off like 4 days next week. Okay, we'll see. I think what does Verity count as a romance suspense? Because I read that and I was like, I don't know. Some genres you should just but also I don't like Colleen Hoover, so hi. Sprints is just where you read for a certain amount of time. So, like at 12 o'clock, I'll probably do 25 minutes, and everyone just, just it helps motivate people to read more. Cause I was like, oh, somebody needs to do some sprints, and like nobody has been doing sprints for like the past 3 nights. It's so funny because when like it was a certain point where I was kind of tired of sprints and I was like, ugh, everybody keeps doing sprints. Everybody keeps doing sprints. Now I love watching sprints. Like I guess I just have to find the right people or the right people have to do them. I love being off because I can read. But I don't read on my days off. I read the most the days when I work like say I work like 3 days in a row. That was weird. Say I work like 3 days in a row. I will read so much then. I need to get better at reading books that like on my off days. I'm so mad about this Matt market paperback. Y'all don't even freaking understand. Hey, but the words on these pages is huge. Cause now I gotta go fucking search through the depths of hell for the regular one. And I paid $9 for this. I'm so mad. Yeah, I love sprints now. I'm obsessed with them. I might get the old Doom paperbacks, like the ones that came out in 2015, because those were pretty nice. No, and then it's making me mad because you don't know if you're getting the mass market paperback or the full paperback. Yeah, there's like 6 Dune books. What the hell? Uh, no. I just read fast. I listen to audiobooks. Yeah. Oh, somebody pointed this out earlier. Kenya pointed out that they pay her dust. My point of telling y'all what Dune was about was to say that Chani was not even in the first book. Like, first of all, Dune the movie follows about the first 50% of the book, I want to say. Chani was only okay, so the book is split into 3 parts. It's split into 3 books, but I'm gonna call them parts so it's easier for y'all. Because I'm gonna get confused and then y'all are gonna get confused. So it's split into 3 parts. So the first part and I think the second part is what the first movie focused on, and then I think the third part and book the second book, Dune Messiah. Like, so part 3 and Dune Messiah will be a one movie because Dune Messiah is short as hell. So they probably gonna put those together to be one movie. I mean, she's in like the flashbacks. She's in the flashbacks throughout the whole movie, or not the flashbacks, but the what is it called? The prophecy. What is it called? His dreams that he has. She's in his dreams throughout the entire movie, but yeah, she's in the last like 7 minutes. Right, that's what I'm saying. I was like, when I found out that Dune was only gonna be based off like the first uh part of the book, I was like, Zendaya. When I read the book and I realized that the Zendaya characters hadn't been brought up yet, I was like, yeah, she's she's not really gonna have a lot of time in this movie. But I just don't want to rebuy the entire. Wait, do they even have the second Dune book in a regular paperback? Okay, anyways, it's 12 o'clock. It's time for our first sprint. Hello. Hi. Hear me? Yeah. What you did this one? Today's Tuesday. Well, I wanted to stream. It's this day. How's your food? It was good. Yeah, I got bored in the middle too, and towards the end. But the first half of the book, I wasn't like super like the hell. I wasn't like bored out of my mind. but I definitely was bored as hell. But not at all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. But anyways, I'm about to start the timer. Okay, that was. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, Tahira! I don't know if you're still here. Hi. But that sprint ended right on time. Like I literally had just finished with my chapter. And a reading sprints are just when you read. Oh my gosh, my bad. I didn't know that everybody could hear the timer, but it also makes sense. So, what is everyone reading? Well, some people said what they were reading, but if you didn't tell me what you were reading, let me know. I still gotta look for those paperbacks. J City, okay, I see you. Okay, the second Bridgerton book. Home Before Dark. How are you liking Home Before Dark? Lover Unbound. I don't know which one that is. Which one is Lover Unbound? Okay, actually, okay, so last year I read the first two books in the Black Dagger Brotherhood book, and I just felt like they were like mediocre, and like I just never like got back into them. But I do want to read them. Like I want to get into paranormal romance more because I am so obsessed with the paranormal romance covers. Yes, Uncle Tupac is here. I was just saying in my last reading sprints that you had to start joining mine more because some people from your reading sprints join mine. Like Ola joins it, Uncle Tupac. So I'm like, well, now you got to be in my reading sprints so people can join your live streams. Cause here's actually going live tomorrow, so y'all need to subscribe to her. Okay, how we liking Zune? I loved it. I still gotta read I'm reading the second book. I read one chapter of it. I don't know what Good Girl Bad Blood is and who the hell Andy is, but I hope she ain't dead either, I guess. Number 5. Okay. But anyways, if you want to recommend me some paranormal romances, I've read Dead Witch Walking in the second book. I actually do like that series. I need to get, but it's like the paranormal romance authors be writing them long ass series. I need to get paranormal romances one more try because those are the only covers where I accept people on them, especially the hard covers. Ugh, they just eat. I just ordered a paranormal romance. It's coming tomorrow by the same author who wrote. I forgot the name of that series, but Cressley Cole. No, I've read a Cressley Cole book, but anyways, it's called Poison Princess, and it's like basically like tarot card magic. So I'm like, that sounds fucking good. Like I can't wait to read that. I also want to read that for Vampathon. I have my Vampathon TBR is like way too big, but like way too small at the same time. Yeah, the chapters are short, but are you reading Her Soul to Take right now? Because that's what I'm reading right now. Bitch. This is like a buddy read. I feel it. Oh, I still haven't read the first book. Yeah. House of Night. That's YA, right? I don't think I ever read that. But it's crazy because For YA, the paranormal romance is dead. Before adult, that bitch is alive and thriving. I have my uh what is this week talking about? Vampathon starts Monday. Um I have such a long list of paranormal romances I want to read. Ugh, I don't know where my list went. There's this one series I've been meaning to read. Everyone says that if I like the Shadowhunter Chronicles, that I would like this author, and I gotta figure out. It might be the same author you're talking about. The book is called Guilty Pleasures, but I just realized I have the wrong book on here. Hold on, what's Z Library? Is that it's like an app? You know what? It was Night Pleasures. It was this author. It's Night Pleasures. That's exactly the author that they were like, if you like Cassandra Clare, you were the one. Oh my gosh, I literally never forgot that recommendation. Like, I just still haven't read it, but I literally never forgot that recommendation. One thing about me is I'ma use VK. I'ma use VK. That's what I don't ever talk about. I never talk about that because the girls on Twitter, they be like, you shouldn't do that. Like, authors of their money, blah blah blah. Good girls on Twitter and their morals, but y'all know me, I ain't got no morals. So yeah, I be using VK. That's how I read all of my ebooks. Unless the book is on Kindle Unlimited, I'm on VK. Now I did get hacked on VK, so I will have to warn you, they did hack my ass. But I feel like if I don't know, I'm not a minor, so I really don't care. I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry. Yeah, yeah, they don't be. Yeah, I got hacked. They don't be moving fast enough on VK though. I will say that. Right, right. Like, girl, you been on all of the movie websites, but VK is bad. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Shut up. Like, that's why I'm glad to be on Twitter, because people on Twitter and their like morals and wanting to apply them whenever they want to apply them is just so like annoying. I don't know. I'm trying to get into JR World. Damn, I cannot pronounce that lady's last name. But yeah, I tried to get into her. The Black Dagger Brotherhood books just aren't giving for me. I'm sorry. God. And meanwhile, I've been on Twitter since 2010. I kind of want to read. You never answered my question if you were reading um if you were reading Her Soul to Take right now. Unless you answered and I missed it. Oof. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. I also just think that everyone is just a hypocrite in general. Cause like, I do think that being a black woman does have like a huge part in it. But also, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I wasn't doing the same thing. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I wasn't. Girl, I used to thrive off of the whole that I had on people. Like, this is so sick, but like knowing that I could be like, this person's a piece of shit, and everybody be like, yeah, I'm exposing myself right now. But like I used to be that person, and I used to just thrive off of getting people canceled and getting people to agree with me, and getting followers. But those people only cared about the drama. And so I realized that like attacking people and the mob mentality thing, it isn't right. And then I got like a taste of my own medicine. And then I really was like, damn, I really understand how I like how people felt, how what I put people through. And I mean, I had already had, I'm not saying that like me being what I put people through, me being and what I put people through is what made me think about it. I had already decided like, oh, this is shitty way before I even got like, you know, attacked on Twitter and stuff like that and like canceled. So I had already realized it. So that I think that's what made me like even realize like, damn, Twitter is like toxic as hell. And all people, nobody ever thinks about like nobody ever thinks. Like when I was like, somebody was like, "Oh, what's your unpopular book of opinion?" And I was like, attacking people for reading cancel authors doesn't like. You shouldn't attack people for reading cancel authors, and everybody start attacking me. Meanwhile, Jake Kristoff released his book, and everybody was secretly reading it. So what did I say? Oh, okay. People are still reading J.K. Rowling. People are still watching the Harry Potter movies. People on my letterbox, they're watching Harry Potter right now. So it's like you're attacking people for reading this author that they're gonna read anyways. So you're wasting your time and you're wasting their time and you're just making them feel shitty on the internet. And I mean, I realized that I made people feel like that. I've also like apologized to people, you know, if I ever make them feel like that and all that stuff. So, but Twitter definitely. If I ever do get back on Twitter, I also have to take a break from Twitter because bitch, I talk too much. And I just love tweeting and I love tweeting about my day and tweeting random stuff. But also like knowing that like I could go without Twitter. Do I post on Instagram a lot now that I don't have Twitter? Absolutely. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But also, yeah, thank you, Tahira. It's just like I just acknowledge like how wrong that is. And cancel culture is useless and it does nothing unless you are a person of color. Then you're pretty much the only people that get canceled. Like the whole like NFT thing. All those authors besides one are all white, well all POC, not POC, were all diverse authors. They were all minorities. They were all the first in the oh yeah. Yeah. They're all the first, so it was damn, I don't even can't even think of the authors. But if you know the NFT situation, these bunch of authors were trying to get kids to join this NFT to and I can't really explain to you what an NFT is, but I can tell you it's equivalent to a multi-level marketing scheme. So, oh my gosh, hi. But yeah, it's equivalent to that. So there, it's just bad. I can't tell you exactly how it's bad, but just know it's bad, and it's basically scamming teenagers. It's basically making them write stories and taking their stories and then not getting paid for it, essentially. So that's what they're trying to do. And people were like trying to cancel them, and I do understand it, but it's like I don't think it was in malicious intent. I think that somebody had came to them, presented them with this idea. Nobody knows what a fucking NFT is. Like nobody can really explain what it is unless you really, really know and you're a computer nerd. So they probably were like, "Oh, okay, this sounds cool and fun," and they just went with it. I don't really think they should be canceled. I think it was stupid, but it's just like I just really was like, damn, I hope this don't ruin them because these were all authors, the first Asian author in dystopian genre, the first black author to write interracial romance, the first author to write queer romance. Like they were pretty much the first in like Tahira Mafi was like the first Muslim author. Now did she write white characters? Yeah, but that's not I don't want to say the first Muslim author, but you know, in YA, like one of the most prominent Muslim authors in YA. And it's like, I don't want that to be used against them. Yeah, the Marie Lu situation. That's her name. Yeah, so basically what she was doing was she was trying to have essentially what she wanted to do was have this Discord and you all not you all, but people like there's a characters and people write like fan fictions and basically they would turn those into stories. So basically teenagers were giving their ideas and they hadn't got a chance to because they shut it down, but that's what they would be doing, giving their ideas. And it's a scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. Just think of it as that. It's a pyramid scheme. I cannot explain to you what an NFT is. I do not have the brain cells for it. But it's a pyramid scheme and basically you're doing this work and you're not gonna get paid for it. So it's equivalent to a marketing level a multi-level marketing, you know, like Avon and stuff like that, like how you are higher up and then you convince people to join and that's how you get higher up. That's basically they're not the same thing, but the same idea. It's a scheme. So I do think it was bad, but I saw people being like, "Oh, Marie Lou's books weren't that good." Anyways, let's stop there because she wouldn't have been one of the best-selling dystopian book authors if she wasn't. Like, I think I do have a little bit more sympathy for all those authors besides Ransom Riggs because they are minorities and the first to write certain stuff in their genre. So I personally didn't want them to get canceled. It was terrible. Obviously, I'm saying that. Like, I posted how terrible it is, but I don't want them to like suffer because of it. You know, I don't want them to be canceled because of it. And then I don't want people to be like, well, you shouldn't be reading their work because they tried to scam people. Because I don't think it was that. I really think that they probably got scammed into this stuff and they didn't know how bad it was. Honestly, I only know because Jocelyn has sent it to me, and I'm pretty sure Jocelyn only sent it to me because that I've been talking about MLMs like all week because that's been like my current obsession. That's all I've been watching really. So I feel like it just lined up with what I had been like interested in, and it was just such a weird thing to wake up to. I mean, everyone's gonna be problematic though. That's my thing. Like anybody's capable of being problematic. Like, you know, like Dune itself, that's a whole problematic thing within itself. And I can acknowledge that and still enjoy the book. I'm actually planning on watching this soon, sometime this week. We should probably do another sprint. We'll do another sprint at 50. I don't want to be on here too late, but also y'all are still here, so you know what I'm saying? You guys, I'm gonna start the Way of Kings next month as in my November TBR. Like look how fucking big this book is. It's 1,007 pages. I can do this. I can do this. I read Under the Dome, which is 1,096 pages in like 3 days. So, bitch, I can do this. I can do this. I got this. It's a big ass book. No, Words of Radiance. I need y'all to see how fucking big this book is. Honestly, I am so glad I liked Doom because it just I was kind of like thinking like, damn, like maybe I might not be yeah, I can see that, but it's like the author's dead. So who are you going for? I want to know, Tahira. I only did one sprint. How you only got one sprint left and you and I only did one sprint? I don't even know what I'm gonna do because I need to go on a book buying ban. Not because, first of all, I would never go on a book buying ban because I need to stop spending money. That's never gonna happen. I just go on a book buying ban because I don't have any room for these books. Like my room, there's books and book stacks in every fucking corner, like every corner. Besides, I'm working on the corner back there next. After that, I ain't got nowhere. Yeah, I would say of Brandon Sanderson. Yes, that man died years ago. That man died. I think he died in the 80s. Cause his son been writing the rest of them books, and I feel like his son is definitely milking it. Like he's definitely just trying to get some money out of this. Yeah, he died in 1986. Damn, that man was born in the 19 fucking 20s. Do you know how? Yeah, it makes sense that he died in the 80s. He was born in the fucking 20s. I don't even have room for a new bookcase. And I plan on getting a cat. We're supposed to be getting a cat like what, next month or in December? Cause my coworker just had just had kittens and she's gonna give me one. Bitch, where the fuck is that cat gonna go? Like I have to learn how to I'm gonna learn how to drive simply so I can get an apartment so that I can have a space for my bookshelves. That's all. Get rid of them fucking books, Alex. What do you need them for? You don't like them. They're taking up space. That's literally for me. I literally can't keep books I don't have any interest in. I don't. Unless they were gifted to me, that's the only reason I would keep books that I have no interest in because I don't have the room for it. Like you gotta go. You're taking up space for something else that I love that could possibly be here. That is very true. This is very true. Oh damn, we went a minute over. Anyways, we're gonna do a sprint. Why was I over here talking and I was on mute? But oh my gosh, her Soul to Take is so good. Harley is definitely into some freaky stuff, the author. But I had to follow the author on Instagram because very depressed when I found out she was married though. But it is getting pretty late. So I may end the sprint. I kind of wanted to do more, but it's late as hell. And I still haven't watched my YouTube videos for the day yet. And I can't get behind because I've had a really good YouTube schedule of just like waking up, watching YouTube, and then reading for the rest of the night. So um I can't mess that schedule up. So, um okay, yeah. I'll do one more for Gabby. That Gabby stayed begging for me to do some French child. But you know what? I'll do another one for you. I'll do another one for you. Okay, I see you. I see you. My plan was to get up early, make my tea, eat my Pop Tart, but that's not gonna happen because I'm gonna be up all night. This book is so good, and then I also want to start. My plan is to read The Hobbit and Dune tomorrow, and then I want to read Summer Sons too. But I don't know. I haven't read 3 books in one day in a minute, girl. Okay, bye, Tahira. But yeah, I'll try to do some more, and yeah, I'll be at your live stream tomorrow. I don't know how late though, because I have a family dinner to go to tomorrow. So, but I know you be on there real late, so it's fine. Yes, they all have to match. Like even paperbacks, like my Doom copies, they're both paperbacks, but then the third one is a mass market paperback, so I gotta get rid of it. Yeah, all of my books are the same. Like I don't have like paperbacks and hardcovers in the series. It just doesn't look aesthetically pleasing on the shelf, and also it just yeah. And like my shelf, I really prefer hardcovers anyways on my bookshelf. And I do like paperbacks. I like paperbacks too. I just like to keep them separated. Like I love a good paperback shelf, but I can't. I just like how they look separated, and they all have to be the same height. Yes, that's the book is it's literally what the hell is going on. That's the entire book is what the hell is going on. I love that book so much. Um Josh is a genius. It's so crazy. Like, do you ever think of the person you used to be before you like started collecting books for real? Like, I really used to be the kind of person who didn't care. Like, I used to hate hardcovers, but I only hated hardcovers because I couldn't afford them, and I like loved hardcovers. If that makes sense, it's like it's like when you're kind of like jealous of a person and you know you're jealous of them, but you don't want to admit it, basically, because they have something that you want and you can't admit that to yourself. That's literally what it was. Yes, hardcovers are so I cannot mentally breaking the spine in my paperbacks is just a no no for me. I just can't. I'm not breaking my fucking spine. It's not happening. So hardcovers are easier because I don't have to worry about breaking the spine. You know, but I never want to break my spines. Okay, we'll do our last sprint at 125. So I could watch my YouTube videos. I'm telling you, and it's like I'm tired right now, but once I lay down, I'm about to get like a sudden burst of energy. That always happens. The craziest thing is I knew you could get paperbacks from Amazon, not paperbacks. I knew you could get books from Amazon because I used to always try to get my mom to buy me books from Amazon all the time, and she would say no because they were a scam. And I knew you could get used books from Amazon because I used to see books being sold for like 99 cents on there, and my mom would be like, "No, it's a scam." Because growing up with a mom, I feel like there like growing up in a generation of the internet starting to become a thing versus it being a thing was so different because now my mom online shops all the time. Like she has mail all the time, but back then my mom would not buy anything online because she thought it was a scam. Like I swear everybody thought online shopping was scams. Like and then they be having the nerve to get easily scammed by random people who call their phone. Okay. I've never taken melatonin, so I don't really know how it like it's supposed to. I should. My ass should be taking melatonin, but um, like outside of BookTube or BookTube, because my favorite YouTubers are Kenny JD, Kenny JD, Simply Nessa. I don't really watch a lot of YouTube outside of BookTube, to be honest. Um, I forgot her name. Her name is Lisa. She's black. I like her YouTube videos. Um, Naomi. Fuck, what's her name? Kiana Naomi. Ugh, I love Kiana Naomi. But she doesn't really upload that consistently. The only YouTuber I watch that uploads consistently is Kenny JD and Simply Nessa 15. Right, talk about some believe in stuff. Oh, De'Ara. De'Ara, she's my favorite YouTuber right now. Girl, I love De'Ara. Her aesthetic. I can't wait to move out so I can like start filming like movie videos. I'm trying to inspect my copies of the Stormlight archive books so I can like know if they're readable. Because this one is not readable. Oh yes it is. It's just big as fuck. This book is only 56 pages bigger than The Way of Kings, but it looks like it's like 1,000 pages bigger. Oops. You know, sometimes when you get sleepy and you just start doing random shit. That's how I feel right now. I thought you were reading Salem's Lot. I did not watch her latest video because work. Berleezy? No. What do I look like, a 12-year-old? No, I'm just playing. There's nothing wrong with Berleezy. I was just being mean. But no, I do not watch Berleezy. I don't watch gaming people. I used to watch Corpse Husband back when Among Us was popping. I do want to watch Hassan. What is his name? Hassan Piker. Bitch, that is a fine ass man. That is one fine. Hassan Piker. I need him. I have to have him. I have to have him. Yes, her aesthetic, her organizing videos, like she's doing everything that I wanted her to do, which is the crazy part. Like she's literally doing everything I wanted her to do when her and what's his name were dating. All she needs to start doing is makeup videos and more fashion videos, and she's already doing what I wanted her to do. And it's like now I can say that De'Ara is my favorite YouTuber without sounding like being like, oh yeah, I love De'Ara and Ken. Because when I watched De'Ara and Ken, I was watching De'Ara and Ken for De'Ara. Like I did not care for Ken. So now I can really be like, yeah, De'Ara's my favorite YouTuber, and people won't think that I'm some weirdo who be watching couple channels. You know what I'm saying? So also, we'll start our next sprint in like 2 minutes. Yeah, it's her channel. Yeah, why did you get 2 jobs? What do you need 2 jobs for? I'm praying for you. I really am. Because I don't even want 1 job, let alone 2. I'm sorry, but if I had to get 2 jobs, I would just, you know what I'm saying? You are a very strong person because I simply could not do it. Okay, anyway, it's time for the next sprint. Yeah, if I were to get yelled at, I would just right there, just so they can see it and be traumatized like I was when they were yelling at me. Anyways, next sprint until the timer goes off. Come on now. Okay, that was the last sprint. Oh, my body's so sore. Oh my gosh, what? Yeah, I would have stopped showing up after that too. After I would have cussed his ass out, cause ain't no way. It's so crazy how like customer service jobs, they will like people will like let the customers talk to you any kind of way they want to, and it's like they just get rewarded, which makes them go talk to other people like that, and it's like it's so annoying because y'all not about to just talk to me any kind of way because I will leave. Like hell no. Oh my gosh, this book is so good. Like this author, first of all, I thought Penelope Douglas was fucking insane. This author is insane and I love her. Um, I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know. Um, I had a whole theory. I should have wrote that shit down. I had a whole theory and I literally forgot what my theory was. What genre book am I reading? Paranormal romance. I'm just doing shit to my hair right now, to be honest. But yeah, I'm reading Paranormal Romance. It's really good. It's like more. It's like Paranormal Romance, but it's only Paranormal Romance because it's about like a demon. It's more so like I want to say like the dark romance. It's so good. Like so good. That's why I compared it to Penelope Douglas. Ooh, okay. I think I'm gonna end the stream soon because I am starting to get tired and I want to watch my YouTube videos. But thank you guys for joining. I'm definitely gonna do another. We just did our live sprint. I'm actually ending the live now. I'll probably go live like Tuesday or Thursday. I haven't really decided yet. Um, but I'll definitely do some more sprints this week. Like during the week. This was totally fun, and yeah. So be on the lookout for my because y'all know I never plan my sprints. I just do sprints. So thank you guys for joining. I honestly really appreciate it and can't wait to see you. Y'all better be here for my next sprint though. I'm not playing. Good night.